on, maybe the shoes. Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make up.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
First down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Cardinals 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
Here Here's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up. With a goal line stand. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him 6 yards in the first down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. They'll roll him out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. 25 yards, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. And he he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Gain of 60 yards.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. On play action. Now Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Cardinals 17, 49ers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st down, San Francisco.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, 49ers 10.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo now. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And down to the 15. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Eric Armstead. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this will be caught at the 30. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle by...
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Fournette, able to fight through 1 tackle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
4th down and goal.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 22-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 34, 49ers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Running the counter with Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Garoppolo on first down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Mostert.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Right there.
Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his left. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinal.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
At the 20-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Squeeze down the
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
16-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cardinals, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, is on. Let's go.